Hello and welcome. Welcome to our Distinguished Alumni program. I'm going to explain to our Nathaniel Woodhull students, who are very proud to be here today, to recognize their principal, Mrs. Corona, being inducted into the Distinguished Alumni. I'm going to explain to you exactly what it means to be distinguished. When you think of distinguished, think of the word great or greatness, really special, wonderful at what they do, and leaving a lasting impact on the lives that they touch. Well, that's what we have here today with this panel right here. Healthy organizations celebrate their history. They learn from the history for many reasons. One being so you don't make the same mistake twice. The other being so you repeat things that went well. And in our society, we celebrate just about everybody or every organization with some sort of a Hall of Fame, whether it's athletics, whether it is the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, or the Football Hall of Fame in Canton, whether it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, this is our true Hall of Fame. These 5 individuals that are going to be recognized today have made such a lasting impact on the hallways of the William Floyd High School and the William Floyd School District that they will be forever enshrined with our other distinguished alumni. That's an amazing honor. We have 2,800 students in this high school. 2,800 students. Shade under 9,000 in the district. And we're inducting five people into our, what I consider to be our greatest wall or Hall of Fame. So Dr. Paul Casciano, Mrs. Corona, Chef Sammy DeMarco, Tara Fogarty, Councilman Daniel Panico, way to go. Way to go. You have risen to the elite of the elite in your professions and what you've contributed, and now you will forever be part of this wonderful, wonderful Wall of Fame. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce what I've been told is one of the greatest MCs going, and somebody that will carry this evening's program, William Floyd's own, as I'm going to call him, Mr. Shields.
Hey. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. And first, we have John Bellotti. And here he comes. So.
Hello, everybody. I'm John Bellotti, and it's going to be my honor to welcome Dr. Paul Casciano. Paul Casciano has been a public school educator for 41 years, all in the William Floyd School District. He was our superintendent of schools for 9 years. Key among our achievements during Paul's tenure were the establishment of educational and financial integrity in the operations of our district. He has also served as a teacher, assistant principal, assistant superintendent, and deputy superintendent. Paul was named the National Distinguished Principal, New York State's highest honor among principals. Rich's Elementary School received national, state, and national awards during his tenure as principal. He remains active in our community through various organizations. Paul is currently teaching college courses for school leadership. I'd like to now call up Dr. Casciano to say a few words.
I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but I graduated William Floyd High School 46 years ago. But it feels like I was walking the halls here just last year. Now, why is that? I certainly don't look 17. I want to thank the William Floyd Alumni Association, the William Floyd School District for this tremendous honor. I also want to congratulate Monica, Tara, Dan, and Sam, and I'm humbled to be honored with such accomplished and talented fellow alumni. Thank you, John and Lexi, for your kindness and leadership. The greatest asset the William Floyd School District has is our students. and you are such great examples about what's good about William Floyd and our community. I learned so much here at William Floyd as a student, and it wasn't just what we were taught in the classrooms. I learned about teamwork, about standing up for things you believe, about overcoming disappointment and hardship, about not complaining about things, but leading the way to make them better, about who to allow to influence you, about caring for and being cared for, about being resilient, about seeing differences in people as our strengths, not a reason to divide us, about having dreams and pursuing them, and about seeing the unique and positive qualities in each of us. Any success that I have been associated with in my life somehow traces back to where I came from and what I learned here. So, reach for the stars and never forget where you came from. Thank you.
So next we have Gabriela Montanero.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabby Montanaro, and it is an honor to introduce to you Monica Corona. Monica Corona has been employed at William Floyd for the past 28 years and currently serves as principal of Nathaniel Woodhull Elementary School, a position she has held for the past 13 years. She was the new principal when Nathaniel Woodhull was transformed into a K-5 school in 2003 and unified teachers, staff, and students from the other 4 existing elementary schools to form a new school. Monica began her career at William Floyd as an elementary teacher at Tangier Smith Elementary and later became an assistant principal at John S. Hobart Elementary. She is co-president of the Suffolk County Elementary Principals Association. Monica is very involved with the ALS Foundation and has raised thousands of dollars for this worthy cause. Monica.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to start off by thanking the William Floyd Alumni Association for recognizing my work with this prestigious award and for all the time and effort that they put into the community in service of the William Floyd area. I feel truly grateful to be here today to accept this award and to be included into the ever-growing list of distinguished alumni. I'm proud to consider myself a William Floyd graduate and proud to be an employee of the William Floyd School District. I'm lucky that I come home to my roots every day and get to serve a community that has served me so well. I'm thrilled to see that careers in education are recognized among such other impressive career paths. It's been my honor and privilege to serve the William Floyd School District and to give back to a community that has given me so much over the years. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and supporting the William Floyd Alumni Association in their mission to recognize, support, and encourage the contributions of all past, current, and future William Floyd students. Big thank you to Gabby, my assistant today, and to the Nathaniel Woodhull teachers and second grade students who took the trek all the way over here to say hello to the alumni. This is the reason why we do what we do. They are our future, and we are in good hands, I'm sure of it. Thank you, and have a great day.
Next we have Axel Arias.
I have the honor to present Chef Sam DeMarco. He's a William Floyd High School class of 1983. He appreciates his starts in Miss Green's home ec class, which inspired him to continue cooking. He graduated from NYT Central ISIP in 1987 with a certificate in culinary arts. At NYT, he received the inaugural Chef Award for Most Likely to Succeed, and that he did. Chef DeMarco rose to the ranks in the most prestigious kitchens from New York City during the 1980s, when the American culinary scene was to the brim of exploding. Chef DeMarco has since developed and opened numerous large projects like First, Rattle Can, Sammy D's, Mary Wells, and the Travel Channel show Child Masters, and much more. He and his wife Ellen have 3 children, Dakota, Delilah, and Mosimo. Chef DeMarco.
Wow, this is very, very cool. Axel, awesome, thank you. William Floyd and the Alumni Association, I am very proud, honored. I am like really touched. I was, I wasn't the best student, so this really takes me back. This is all my DNA and who I was and the friends I met and was my start of my whole life. I go back to just the journey in through this whole process has been very, very cool. And I think that you guys have to realize that there's a long journey ahead. It never ends. And it's all about the journey, right? It's where you get you started, where you get you finish, and what you do along that road. I am really honored and privileged to be here. This is, my career has been awesome. I was very fortunate in life to find my passion early on. I came from a great family of 3 great grandparents, Sicilian Italians, and I always cooked and been part of an amazing industry. So on that note, I want to thank everyone very much. I am honored to be part of this wall and look forward to continuing my relationship with William Floyd and my input. And hopefully Chef Daly lets me come down and we'll do some cooking down in a cooking school. So good luck to everyone and thank you for having me here.
Next up, we have Janki Patel.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janki Patel, and I have the honor of speaking about Tara Fogarty today. Tara Fogarty is a Emmy-nominated television producer for the nationally syndicated Rachael Ray Show. During her time at William Floyd, she was a Rockette, chorus member, NISMA honoree, and theater participant. She graduated from SUNY Oneonta with a bachelor's in mass communications with a concentration in production. Throughout her successful career, she held positions with MTV Beach House, Project Runway, Wife Swap, The Doctors, and The Rachael Ray Show. Tara is engaged to Joseph Graziano and has planned their wedding for June 2016. She credits her success to her loving family, especially her mother, Eileen, who has been her biggest source of inspiration and strength. Please welcome Ms. Tara Fogarty.
Thank you, Janki. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to William Floyd and the Alumni Association. It just occurred to me that I went through high school and was able to survive without having to give any public speeches. 17 years later, kids, do your homework. They will find you, and they will get you. This has been such an incredible day. Just walking through the hallways, it's bringing back so many amazing memories. Rockettes, doing our rehearsals, theater, going to chorus, seeing my friends in the hallway. And I think really, it's interesting, when you're in it and you're in the moment, and you didn't know it then, but it really, in retrospect, you can see how clear it is that being here has paved the way to my future. And there really is no way to even say thank you for that. I mean, it's been such an incredible experience. And to be back here and seeing everybody and getting to connect with all the students, it's just been wonderful. So thank you all so very much. This has really just been amazing. Thank you.
Lastly, we have Allison Jontry.
Good morning. I am Allison Jontry, and I have the honor of speaking about Daniel Panico. Dan Panico currently serves as Councilman and Deputy Supervisor of the town of Brookhaven. He has authorized landmark legislation, including the tax cap, anti-nepotism law, and sweeping ethics reform. A pioneer in the areas of land use, zoning, and planning, he has preserved hundreds of acres of farmland and open space and worked to prevent overdevelopment, as well as emphasizing redevelopment for our existing development lands. He is credited with spearheading the most aggressive crackdown on illegal housing and blighted structures in the history of Brookhaven Town. Raising the quality of life for all, he has been the hallmark of his tenure. I have the distinct honor of inviting Daniel Panico up to speak.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you to the Alumni Association, to the second grade class here from Woodhull. It's nice to see such bright young students, especially Joey Mione, who I knew from the time he was born. His dad, Mario, and I went to high school here together. He is one of my best friends. We walk these halls together. Now, when the superintendent called me and told me I was going to be honored, I was deeply honored. I then looked at the list of people who I'm being honored with, established and legendary figures in our school district, people who are in TV, chefs, the Rachael Ray Show. I thought to myself, well, why is anyone, and I'm shocked, honoring me? I'm just the councilman out there trying to do good. I'm not a congressman like my friend Lee Zeldin. And I was deeply honored and deeply touched. People who are on television, I'm on public access. But I always remember my high school and the patchwork of people here. All of our careers, we all got our start here in this school walking through these halls. And to the young people here today, I'll tell you that no matter where life will take you, you will always remember your high school. You'll remember, in my case, back to my elementary school, as the foundation for which your life has developed. And that's the most important time in your life. It's when you're young. It's being on the right track. I hope to be, in some way, a role model for all of you. I had a very engaging discussion before this. I think I probably lost some votes in that room, but it was a very honest and debate and discussion, and it's an absolute honor to be here back in this school. I thank you all. I thank the Alumni Association. This is a great school, and I love William Floyd. Thank you.
Okay, so before we close up, I'd just like to invite Mr. Costner back up for some final thoughts.
Well, so I'd just like to recognize some people in the crowd. We have a former Board of Education trustee here today. For many of you that may not be dealing with the Board of Education on a regular basis, they are the 7 people that helped to run this district, and I'd like to recognize Mrs. Dolores Williams. I also have the privilege of recognizing 2 of our past Distinguished Alumni, one being our business chairperson, CTE chairperson, and just an amazing educator, Mrs. Karen Portamani. And the other, somebody who has mentored me through my infancy stages as an assistant principal 13 years ago, and who I consider to be a lifelong and personal friend, former assistant to the superintendent for elementary, Mrs. Jacqueline Oglewski. I'd also like to recognize and thank Mrs. Butler and her assistant principals, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Felicetta, Mr. DeBenedetto, Mrs. McNeil, Mrs. Coudray, and of course, I could not, it would be unfair if I did not recognize all the work that Mrs. Deborah Gurney put into this, as she has been an invaluable member of this committee. Thank you very much. And to our students in the audience, make this your goal. Be distinguished. You have 5 very different, highly successful individuals sitting here. Make this your goal. Go out and find your niche, and hopefully Sunday we'll be able to recognize you as a member of the Distinguished Alumni. Thank you.